My plan was not to post today. I wasn't even thinking about posting today. Not until I saw that video yesterday on Instagram of a mother, expected mother that is, protecting her 9-year-old son when a gang of students, middle school students, followed them and began to viciously attack the expected mother and her son. Yo, that was the worst thing I've ever seen. Probably because I've never seen it before. I have never seen a expected mother so brutally attacked like she was. They were vicious, vicious, no compassion, no empathy, no nothing. I was outdone. And I found it my duty, my responsibility to post today about that video, though I only have 500 subs. Because I'm thinking perhaps somebody that hasn't seen that video will see my video, because it needs to be something that the whole world needs to see. This, like I said, this was a vicious, savage attack. I just don't even know what else to say. And I came across this news report, so I'm like, let me share the news report instead of the Instagram post, but I will still tag it on this video if you want to see it. But I could barely watch it. I was cringing, closing my eyes, turning my head, praying, all of those things. This attack was so vicious. It truly, truly was. And I just couldn't believe that these age kids was so cruel. They were savages. But to soften the blow, I thought I would share the news report versus the Instagram, because the Instagram is raw footage. The mother was actually had her cell phone recording the whole entire incident. But without further ado, let's jump into this report. Let's go.
Mother and child beaten on the way home from school.
The attack was caught on cell phone video and has sparked demands for immediate action. Casey Cronus is live at Chicago Police Headquarters with the latest. Casey.
That's right. And community members, as you mentioned, they want answers. Now, Mayor Brandon Johnson and other elected officials tonight are condemning the attack as well, calling it deeply disturbing. And we need to warn you, it is heartbreaking to watch this video. It happened yesterday, shortly after school dismissal, and we have blurred and frozen the video before things escalate. Chicago police are now investigating after a 33-year-old mother named Korshanda and her 9-year-old son were viciously attacked near 106th and Bensley. Her young daughter was also there. The terrifying incident unfolded just a couple blocks away from Orville Bright Elementary School, where the boy is a student. Korshanda says they were walking home when a group of kids began following them, then started punching and kicking the mother and son.
They fought my son, hit my son first, all in his face. Then they dragged me in the grass and pulled my little baby hair. I'm trying to get justice for my son. I'm thankful for everybody that came out here today to support me.
Community members rallied outside the school today with the boys' parents calling for justice. Korshanda says her son has been bullied at Bright and claims the administration isn't doing enough to protect him. We have Chicago Public Schools' response, but first, a local rapper, Lil Zay Osama, is now coming forward to help. He says he wants to fly the mom and son to LA for dinner and Christmas shopping and has a message for other children listening.
It's just something that shouldn't be going on. Kids should be able to go to school and be comfortable walking home from school and at school learning, you know what I'm saying? Like, kids of that age should not be doing things like that, especially to an adult and to their peers that go to school with them. That's crazy. That shouldn't be happening in our community. We got to do better.
A CPS spokesperson tells us in part, we are horrified by the attack on this family, and we are working collaboratively with city departments and agencies to provide support to the victims. CPS is coordinating closely with the mayor's office, CPD, CHA, and other city departments to provide additional support to the family. In his statement, Mayor Brandon Johnson also said that we cannot normalize this type of behavior. There was an increased police presence near the school today. Reporting live outside CPD headquarters, Casey Cronus.
Okay, and that is the end of that news report, y'all. When I tell you horrific, you know, I'm gonna take my hat off. Kudos to the rapper that spoke. I'm hoping that some of the kids that may listen to his music may also listen to his message of bullying other kids. Another thing I loved about this whole thing, if I could say that, is that the community rallied around this mother and her children. That was a wonderful statement to see the community coming together. So that tells you how bad this really was. And like I said, no empathy, no compassion, no respect, no nothing. What are we raising? Parents, you need to do better. You need to be better parents. What is happening? I never in my life seen anything like this before. Never. And I hope that I won't again, or will not again, ever. This is horrific. This kind of blew my mind. I was stringent and oh my gosh. But anyways, this bullying has got to stop. I've always said that social media can be a blessing and it can be a curse. At this point of the game, it is a blessing because the whole wild world beginning to see what is really going on in school kids' lives. Bullying. Do you know how many kids have deleted themselves because of bullying? This has been going on for some time, and it's time for it to stop. It's time. It's been time. Each and every one of those kids that were involved in this savage beating of this mother and her son needs to be held accountable, whatever that is, including their parents. Everybody needs to be held accountable for this. It's time for us to get mad and do something, just like this community came together for this mother and her son. This is not normal, y'all, and we should not normalize it. This get me in the mind of that 5-year-old. Remember the 5-year-old that was brutally attacked just last month by a 9 and a 10-year-old. And I do have an update on that. Let me bring that up. This is of them in court. So allow me to bring this up and let's take a listen to what happened in court with this 9 and this 10-year-old that brutally attacked a 5-year-old baby, y'all. Y'all remember the 5-year-old and all the hair, front of her hair was gone. They pulled her hair. Let's listen to this. Let's go.
9 and 10 years old, both accused of attempted murder and rape of another child. This victim, just 5 years old.
Well, that 9-year-old boy made his first court appearance today, and in the last hour, we have learned that the judge in the case has scheduled an emergency custody hearing for that boy Friday morning.
Katie Tursek talked with the victim's mother after court. We want to tell you this story is extremely disturbing.
you would have the right to remain silent.
It's a scene still hard to believe. A 9-year-old boy accused of unthinkable crimes being read his rights by a Cuyahoga County judge. The boy was supposed to appear in court last week, but didn't show up, prompting the judge to threaten a warrant if he didn't come today. Today he came wearing a face mask, dressed in a green hoodie and black pants, staying quiet as the prosecutor outlined the charges.
Again, this case resulted in a 5-year-old being left naked, beaten, urinated upon, in the field and left for hours. At a very minimum, the state is requesting home detention with ankle monitoring.
The 9-year-old's defense attorney denied the allegations. That's the juvenile court's version of pleading not guilty to the charges. The boy's family sat behind him as the judge ordered him on home detention with an electronic monitor.
The court will be asking the county to do an investigation, Children and Family Services to be doing an investigation in this matter. We will be setting this for a competency evaluation.
The victim's mother, Antavia Kennebrew, was in court too and understandably upset.
I do not believe that these kids should be able to return home. Their behavior that caused them to do something so evil obviously started at home. These kids being at home doesn't give them a chance to think about the damage they have done to my daughter. At home, they are obviously not held accountable for their actions.
The 10-year-old female suspect in this case appeared in court last week. A judge put her on home detention with a monitor. In Cleveland, Kate Tursek, 19 News.
Okay, and that is the end of that report. As that mother stated, they need to be held accountable. When they are home in their comfort zone, they don't think about what they did. They don't think about it at all. And then for these attorneys that's talking about they denying the allegations, that is not helping the children at all. If they indeed did what they are accusing them of doing, stop it, attorneys, saying that you're denying the allegations. That's just teaching the children to lie even more. They already lie. They're just little monsters. Parents, I'm telling you right now, if you don't become better parents and do better, guess what's going to happen to you? You know what the word of God says. Train up a child in the way he should go. Well, he ain't coming back. He's going to be either behind bars or no longer on this earth. And another thing that maybe happened, that they don't be surprised if they turn against you. Like many, that's happening quite a bit too, because I've been kind of posting those parents' relationship with children and vice versa. Don't be surprised when they turn against you if you don't control and teach your children. If you don't become better parents. Yes, the hands that feed them. Y'all, I was so angry about this thing. I'm telling you, this attack was brutal. It was brutal. But don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. Please share your comments and your thoughts. What do you think should happen to these children? I believe that each and every one that was involved need to be held accountable, including the parents. Because I was like, where are all the parents at? At least some of them. No one. Crickets. But anyway, until the next video, I wish you nothing but peace and blessings. Be well. Take care of yourself and each other. Thanks for watching.